In this report, I'll share my estimated cost of living to retire early on $1,102 per month in Coron, Palawan, Philippines, including estimated rents, utilities, groceries, restaurants, transportation, and entertainment. But first, I'll show you around so you know whether or not you're even interested in retiring early for cheap in Coron. So this is the first stop on our super ultimate snorkel tour.
Yeah.
And it's a lake.
It's very beautiful.
Very
you can
beautiful.
see here the water is very clear.
Yeah, look at this. And we're hiking towards a brackish lake, which means it's part salt water and part clear water. And it's supposed to be one of the cleanest, purest lakes in the Philippines.
So I get a lot of fish, I get a lot of chickens. I love. Show you. This is my food. And this is Jen food.
So this is the super ultimate tour in Coron. There's 7 stops. We've already done 3. Lunch is 4. We're at Beach 91. The first 2 were lakes, brackish lakes, which is half salt water, half fresh. Amazing. And the third stop was a beautiful coral area. So we got to see some beautiful coral, and there was paired fish and just very colorful fish. And this is like just a beach you enjoy after lunch. Last one, babe.
I have a San Miguel.
San Miguel.
Yes.
I think this is called the Twin Lagoons. We're going into the second one now. These are limestone rocks you see here. And it's not very deep here. I've never seen anywhere exactly like this. It's like a mix of Halong Bay, El Nido, a little bit like Riley Beach in Thailand, more exaggerated. Who's that you're sitting next to?
A handsome guy.
Yeah? Is it true what they say about big feet?
I don't know. This is our first date. We are going to see the house.
Yeah, we're gonna go look at a place to see what rent costs here.
Yes. This is our motorbike here is 350 per day. Short term. This is our accommodation here. It's very, very nice. I like the very, very local feel, not tourist.
That's Caltex, and right across the way is Margie's home.
It's a very beautiful mountain over there.
Steady, don't jump. Yeah, so it's more or less it. Like I said, it's not too big, but you have this terrace outside.
Yeah.
Within the mountains, there's the kitchen. We have cooking gas things. There's pots, pans, and plates, and
nice.
whatever. There's rice cooker, obviously, fridge.
So it's like a typical Airbnb kind of
Yeah.
So you can all do yourself.
All fully equipment.
But air condition, you can leave the door open, cools the whole room. Otherwise, you just close. There's TV, with satellite TV. We get a signal box there for HBO and BBC or whatever.
Wow.
So you have a watchdog and you have a social dog.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You don't want them both in the same room. Oh, this is too good. So nobody comes into this.
Oh, this guy, you'd be so afraid of him. You saw that face. I'd be running like...
Yeah, especially when he barks, he's really cute boy.
Looks like there's a hospital in Coron here. I haven't read about it yet, but it's encouraging. It's rush hour in Coron. Tuesday morning. Everyone's trying to get to work or wherever.
Wow. Dan found this place, vegetarian. Oh, hello. Oh. Ah, this is nice. I will stay here. Hi. It's lunchtime and I got my juice. This Filipino, they love to drink this orange soda.
And I got service water, which means it's filtered. You don't want to drink the tap water.
Yeah.
So this is the waterfront in Coron. Reminds me a little of Puerto Princesa, this part does, you know?
Yes.
All the boats and everybody at night, the little restaurants. It's kind of the place where young people are seen and find each other, I think.
Very nice. I like here very much.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I feel better here in Coron than
Yeah, it seems more Filipino to me, which is nice.
so expensive like
Yeah. These are more local kind of restaurants. They have the super cheap ones in there, the little food carts. And then if you want to pay a little more, they have this Filipino style covered restaurant.
It's a very nice cafe here. The cake look good to me also. Very interesting. Oh, they have vegetarian menu as well. And this is their cake. It look very nice. Very, very nice. I ordered this Rocky Road cheesecake.
Chung ordered a Rocky Road cheesecake. Look at this thing.
Thank you.
Bunch of restaurants through here. This is kind of a funky little cool brew house. Have beer and restaurants through here. Bam bar. a chill place. It's probably a little early here though. As promised, we have a web page with links and maps to everything we talked about in this video, including restaurants, grocery stores, things to do, a nightlife map, and where we stayed, plus much, much more, such as visa information, walkability, weather, healthcare, social considerations, expat communities, and real estate, plus our overall retirement desirability score for Coron. To access all of that additional information, click the first link in the notes below this video. Okay, here's my estimated cost of living converted into US dollars if the two of us move to Coron, Palawan on a tight budget. But we are all different, so you'll have to put your feet on the ground in Coron to determine your cost of living based on how you would live, shop, eat, and entertain yourself. Okay, rents. To rent a furnished one-bedroom apartment, you'll have to pay around $200 to $400 per month for a local style apartment. I'll use $350 per month for rent, which does not include utilities. If you want a Western style apartment, you could easily pay a few $100s more per month, depending on the location, how much space you want, and other amenities. I will also provide a link to my report about how to find perfect apartments around the world. Okay, utilities. Coron is at sea level, so many Westerners will be running their air conditioners for much of the year, especially at night. I estimate my electric bill would average around $130 per month, which includes water and gas. Once you acclimate to fans, you'll be able to knock 30 to 40% off your utilities. Groceries. Based on our time here and the money we spent on groceries, we estimate about $350 per month on groceries for two people. Restaurants. If we went out to eat twice per week, once for date night and once for a lunch somewhere, we would spend about $35 per week or $140 per month in restaurants for the two of us. We would eat mostly in the mom and pop style restaurants and food carts rather than the expensive expat style restaurants. Cell phone data. The cost to recharge prepaid service is about $16 per month. My Android phone will act as a hotspot so we can both be on the internet at the same time when we are out of the house together. Laundry. We could send our laundry out once per week for about $5 to wash, dry, and fold, so about $20 per month. We would spend about $30 per month on bottled water. The internet will be about $50 per month, depending on how fast you need your service, but expect to be frustrated with the internet for an hour or two each day in Coron. Transportation. The central part of Coron is walkable, but many expats buy an old scooter for around $800 to $1,000 and add about $4 per week in fuel. So we would pay around $8 to $16 per month, depending on whether we wanted to buy an old scooter or just take tricycle taxis around town. Mostly it's just walkable. Alcohol. It's optional, but local beers are about $1.10 US in small stores. If you watch and buy in bulk on sale, you may be able to save a little. The bars charge in the range of about $1.60 to $2.40 per beer. That's local beer. But we saw excellent, locally made 500 milliliter craft beers for 220 pesos or $4.40. So for two people, we estimate around 120 per month since we would drink more local beer more at home. Entertainment. We would budget around 160 per month for entertainment for the two of us. Okay then, Coron, Palawan, rent $350, groceries $350, utilities $130, restaurants $140, cell $16, laundry $20, water $30, internet $50, transportation $16. The total is $1,102 recurring expenses. Optional alcohol, if you add $120 per month, it's $1,222 per month. And if you add optional entertainment of $160 per month, that would bring you to $1,382 a month estimated cost of living. Now this cost of living is for two people, but it's just an estimate on the low end. For a full understanding of what it would cost you to live here, you must do an exploratory visit, put your feet on the ground. Also visit Numbeo for Palawan and add anything you spend money on in your home country that's not mentioned in the table. Our costs of living are generally much lower than a new traveler because we are great bargain hunters, but there are a few people that live cheaper than we do. Never move anywhere until you have visited first personally to verify the living costs for your lifestyle and needs. I'm not guaranteeing these prices for you. These are just my notes and estimates from the time of my visit and this post. Your costs will likely be drastically different depending on your lifestyle and the time since this post. More typical expat living costs in Coron range from about $1,400 to $2,500 per month, but people spending that much also have higher incomes or pensions. They often report spending more on entertainment, eating out more, and alcohol. Many also have more expensive cars, houses, or apartments. If you're going to try to retire cheap offshore, make sure to read my report, The 2 Biggest Risks of Retiring Early for Cheap Offshore, which explains why you should have emergency funds available for unexpected large expenses. Thanks for reviewing our report, Retire Early for $1,102 per month in Coron, Palawan in the Philippines. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake, the YouTube channel for 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝐻.com. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner? Hey, if you liked our video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Any of that would help our business. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Click the link in the notes below this video to get a copy of this content. Plus, grab a free copy of my ebook, How I Fired My Boss and Traveled the World for 13 Years. While you're there, check out our catalog of retired cheap reports all over the world and our hobby income course that we just released. Thanks so much.